Hello, this is Colleen Brown, and I'm going to give my tribute speech on Superman. Superman? Why in the world would anyone do a tribute speech to a DC comic character? Well, actually nobody probably would, but I'm not talking about a comic character. I'm talking about my very own Superman, my husband Willie. First, I want to look at the definition of what a superhero is. A superhero is someone who has amazing powers, like, for instance, they can fly, or they have superhuman strength, or one who is heroic. Well, obviously my husband can't fly, and he doesn't have, superhuman strength, but he does, I do believe he is made of steel. Willie just turned 70 July 25th. He not only still works 40 hours a week, he then comes home, he does all of our yard work, he goes out and he makes beautiful wood bookcases, toy boxes, signs, benches. He makes all kinds of things. We have a joke in our family that my husband doesn't even know how to sit still because he doesn't ever sit down until the sun goes down. So you ask, what makes Willie so special and why is his nickname Superman? Willie is an African-American male who was born in 1944. He was born in Los Angeles, California, and he is one of 13 children. So to say he had a difficult childhood would be an understatement. There were many nights where he went to bed hungry because there were just too many mouths to feed and not enough food. He, being the fifth oldest, he didn't get a lot of attention because, there were babies and younger siblings who needed more attention. So he was left to his own devices to get some sort of attention. Somehow, though, even faced with those kinds of odds, Willie made a decision as a young child that he would make something of himself and he would pull himself out of that environment. And that is exactly what he did. Willie was raised in a time of intense racism and discrimination. But even when faced with such difficulties, he still managed to live his life with love and a positive outlook. I've often asked him, I said, how did you not get caught up in the hatred? And he answers me with one word, and he says, God. He asked God to direct his path and lead him to get him out of that environment. So Willie not only moved away from Los Angeles, he became very successful in the aerospace industry at Hughes Aircraft Company, which is where we met in 1982. We got married and had 3 children, in addition to 4 daughters that he had from a previous marriage. We raised our children, and that's what we've been doing ever since. So, you ask, why do I and others think he is so special? For me, it's his undying devotion to his family and to me. He is the most giving and loving person I have ever met. All anyone has to do is ask for something, and he is the first one there with his hands open, willing to help. He has loved me when I'm not very lovable, and he continues to give to me all he has. Through his example, he has led me to live a more godly life and become a godly mother. To his children, he is simply the man of steel. He went on field trips, volunteered in classrooms, he helped coach baseball teams, and was just always there for them. He would do those things and then turn right around and go to work because he worked at night. So he would not only help the kids in the daytime, then he would go to work. He has given them the perfect example of what a godly man looks like, and has led them to live their lives in a godly manner as well. He was strict, no doubt about it, but he will always discipline with love. When his children need something, he never hesitates to help them. So now we have our first grandchild. The very love and affection that he always gave to his children, he now has for that little grandchild even tenfold. He can't get enough of that little boy. When he gets home from work, the first thing he wants to do is hold him and play with him. He's just counting the days until he can play catch with him and take him fishing. And trust me, he will still be able to do those things when he gets old enough. So I often think about what the future holds for my man of steel. Will he retire? Will he work part-time? Will he start his own business on the side? Well, the one thing I know for sure is that he will not be sitting down doing whatever it is he will be doing. To close, I would like to say that whatever it is that I did right for God to bless me with this man as my life partner, I am so thankful. No matter how much time left we have on this earth, I will continue to thank God for the blessing of the man that I call Superman.